Hi, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your July 2018 general readings. Thank you so much for joining us here today, and welcome to any newcomers, and thank you for all your support and feedback and comments and likes and shares and subscribes, and also to my regular and new clients out there for keeping me so busy with personal readings. Always an honor and a pleasure. If anyone would like information on how to receive a personal reading from me live or recorded, you can get that information and my contact details by going to my YouTube channel's homepage and clicking on the About button. You can also get that information from clicking on the description bar of all the videos that I post. Please feel free to email me directly at maggie1mcguire@gmail.com. I would be delighted to work with you. Turnaround time for readings is pretty fast because I do readings full-time 5 to 6 days a week. It is what I do. So I can usually get back to you within the first day or 24 hours of your initial contact, and scheduling can take anywhere from a few days upwards of a couple of weeks, but almost always within a 2-week period of time or so. You can also find me on the smartphone app Instantgo for fast answers to those quick, easy questions. And that link is also provided. I do a wide variety of readings in all areas of life, including 6 and 12-month overviews and gift readings as well. So let's move into this reading. This is for the water sign of Pisces for the month of July 2018. Watch your rising and your moon sign videos too if you know them, and if you can, they can provide additional clarification. General readings will always resonate a little differently for everybody watching with the details and specifics of what's going on in your life, but the energy remains the same. Okay, Pisces, let's see what's in store for you for July. We begin with the Three of Cups, followed by the King of Pentacles, the World, followed by Judgment. We have the Two of Wands, followed by the Four of Cups, and the Fool, followed by the Ace of Wands. And from the bottom of the deck, your overall energy, focus, and guidance for the month of July 2018 is Temperance. 4 major arcana cards. All right, let's take a look here, Pisces. Okay, Pisces, so staying balanced is kind of your overall guidance and advice for the month of July 2018. For the bottom of the deck, your crowning card is Temperance. Temperance is the perfect expression of balance. It's about holding opposite extremes in unison and harmony. So it means being centered and grounded in who you are, what you're about, knowing where you're going, just being a really grounded, centered individual. I always compare it to being in the middle of a seesaw or teeter-totter. When you're not grounded and you're not centered and you're experiencing a lot of, uncertainty or doubt about yourself, where you're going. It's like being on the outside ends of a teeter-totter where you're at the mercy of your emotions, other people, external environments. So temperance is about being centered and grounded and focused, and it's about balance too. Pay attention to your emotions for the month of July 2018, Pisces. Make sure that you don't allow your emotions and feelings to lead you to make spontaneous and impulsive decisions, actions, or conversations which you might later regret. It's all about kind of staying centered, grounded, and balanced for this month. Looks like we start the month with a really good energy here. End of June, beginning of July, with the Three of Cups and the King of Pentacles. The Three of Cups, it's emotional energy, water energy. That's the element which governs the Suit of Cups. In the tarot, this is the energy of the heart, emotions, feelings, and relationships. The Three of Cups is a card about really being out there and enjoying yourself, having a good time. Some of you might be ending June, beginning of July. Some of you might be on holiday or vacation. There's a high social theme to the Three of Cups, and it speaks of really enjoying yourself with people that you feel good around. It can be best friends, kindred spirits, people you enjoy spending time with, and it's also a card about community as well, and having a good time within your community and feeling really connected within your community. Now it's clarified and accompanied by the King of Pentacles, earth energy here. That's the element which governs Pentacles. In the tarot, this is tangible energy, or it's energy about tangible things. Money, finances, property, resources, job, etc. On an energetic level, it represents balance, earth energy, balance, stability, hard work to build up a foundation for yourself, because kings and queens represent individuals who have reached the top of their suit, the mastery of their suit. So they've matured and grown beyond the page and the knight energy, and they're now at the top of their suit, where they're in control and in balance of the character traits inherent to their suit. Hardworking, the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles will be very capable, resourceful people. They know how to navigate the day-to-day world. They're probably financially comfortable, if not wealthy, because they know how to navigate. They know how to work hard to build up a foundation for themselves. Generous, likes good things. Some of you, this may be an earth sign person, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising, that might be significant for you. It might be a best friend, might be your partner. You might just be out on vacation, enjoying yourself, having a good time. Some of you, this can just represent the King of Pentacles on an energetic level. You know, you're ending June, going into July, feeling pretty stable and grounded and connected with your friends and your community at large, and just out there kind of having a good time. So next to that, we have the World and Judgment. Two major arcana cards, pretty powerful around the second week or so, timing always being somewhat fluid, especially in general readings. The World is a card of completion. Some of you might be actually celebrating something, or you may have finished school and you're taking a break or a vacation. Some of you may be taking a vacation from work, because the World can represent travel as well. It is a card of completion. It's the last major arcana card in the deck. The first card being the Fool, which you also have. The Fool is the 0. He's just starting out. He's the first major arcana card in the deck, and all the cards in between there is about the Fool's journey through life and how he grows and matures and evolves and learns, which is our journey through life until we get to the end, the World. So it's a card of major completion and achievement. Now, it's clarified and accompanied by Judgment. Judgment is a call to action. It's a call to account for yourself. It's a card that usually often shows up when choices need to be made as well. Even if the choices or decisions in front of you may seem small or big, the ramifications of what you choose and what you set into motion is going to have long-lasting effects. There's an air of finality about Judgment, so whatever you set into motion, whatever decisions and choices you make, they're going to set the stage for something for quite some time to come. And you're accountable for them, you're responsible for them. That's what Judgment means. That's what it means to be in judgment or to be judged. It means to be held responsible or to be held accountable for what we choose, because everything's kind of based on that. So clarifying the World, some of you may be traveling. I know summertime is a popular time for traveling. It looks like there's so much like celebratory, good feeling energy around the end of June, first half of July, Pisces. It looks like maybe there's been a successful completion of something. It could be a project at work. It could be a job. It could be an educational path, because I know a lot of people are graduating also, or graduated in the month of June. You may be taking some time out, celebrating, relaxing, having a good time, going on vacation. Because of this wonderful sense of completion, this wonderful achievement feeling. And I feel like for a lot of you, Judgment, clarifying the World in the upright position, means that your successful completion or closing out energy, whatever this is about, that you've achieved this point of success and achievement, and the closing out of a major chapter of your life, has to do with the work that you've put into it, the hard work, the effort. And I'm also getting, for some of you, especially looking at the next two cards, it's about where do I go from here and choosing long-term goals here. I feel like for some of you, with this completion energy, the Judgment energy is kind of an undercurrent for you. Okay, what do I choose next? What I do next in the next portion of my life is going to be very important, and I need to make sure that I choose carefully and wisely in what I'm going to do next. Because next we have the Two of Wands and the Four of Cups. So the Two of Wands, Wands is fire energy, and in the tarot this is the energy of creation. It's artistic, creative energy. It's the energy of creating things, building, manifesting, and change. It's very powerful, very dynamic, very fluid, and forward-moving energy, and it's usually about inspiration that causes us to build things towards the future. So the Two of Wands represents being at a crossroads, needing to choose a path one way or the other, which makes sense because you've come to this major completion or achievement point, or you are coming to it. The key to choosing the right path is in your long-term vision, not making this decision of which path to take you know, based on what looks good right now or what you might want, what's in front of you right now. It's more about looking down the road and going, okay, what's my long-term goal? What's my long-term vision? Because having that in place, having that set, makes it easier for you to see the path and the steps and the goals that you need to take in order to accomplish that, to get yourself down the path and achieve that long-term vision and goal. So this is about choosing the path that's best for you based on where you want to get to at the end, because it's almost impossible to plan for a journey which has no set destination. So what is accompanying clarifying that is the Four of Cups. It's a card about feeling kind of disengaged, maybe unenthusiastic, maybe feeling a bit restless but not quite motivated enough to actually do anything. You can see that this man is reclining against a tree. He has these beautiful goblets sitting next to him, upright and full, and another one being offered to him out of the sky, almost like an opportunity. But he doesn't seem particularly enthusiastic. Sometimes this can represent just being bored with what you have in your environment, your current life. Maybe the shine is worn off, even though everything's fine or everything looks really good. Maybe not being really sure, feeling maybe a little dissatisfied or unsure, not feeling particularly motivated or plugged into something. So clarifying the Two of Wands, I mean, this can work a few different ways, Pisces. Some of you, you know, maybe you've finished school, there's definitely this completion, major accomplishment energy, and you're feeling really good and you're having a good time. Some of you may be in a position where you're supposed to look down the road at what's coming next, and you're supposed to start setting goals and working towards those. Some of you may just be needing a break, maybe on a break, and some of you just may be completely disinterested or unenthusiastic at the current time in looking down the road. You just want to relax, take some time off. You may not be feeling completely plugged into setting goals right at this time. Some of you may have put in a lot of hard work. Some of you may have goals that you're looking down the road at, and for some reason, maybe you're tired, or it's just, you know, that time of year or that time in your life where you're just not feeling all that motivated to kind of get on down the road or begin the work to start working towards those long-term goals. It can be a few different things. I don't see it as you know, seriously negative energy. Be cautious about it though, because it's fine to stop and take a break and kind of reflect, and maybe you need some time off or some time away, or enjoy the time that you're having, but be careful not to get stuck in that. Now, at or towards the end of the month, it looks like you are off and running. We have two cards that speak to new beginnings, stepping off the beaten path, maybe taking a risk, doing something you haven't done before, because we have the Fool and the Ace of Wands. Very powerful, exciting, charge ahead, explore the unknown kind of energy. The cautionary advice with, I mean, you've got fire energy here, aces, brand new beginnings. You have the Ace and the Two of Wands both. This is exciting new opportunities, but it's fire energy. Fire is action oriented. So this new beginning, this new opportunity, because aces represent a new start. They represent the number one, starting a new path, the beginning of a new path or an opportunity. But it is the Ace of Wands. It's exciting, but it requires action in order to get this thing started. And the Fool, as we spoke about earlier, the Fool is the very first major arcana card in the deck. He's just starting out on his journey. He hasn't even taken the first step yet. He's excited. He doesn't care. He's all about taking a step off the beaten path, taking risks, doing something he hasn't done before, exploring unknown territory. It's beautiful, lovely energy. I mean, the Fool is my favorite major arcana card in the deck. He reminds us that the true joy and beauty in life, and sometimes the struggle and the lessons learned too, is in the journey itself, not so much in being destination focused. The fact that it's accompanied, so he's just starting out, and he's, you know, he's the Fool. He's not concerned so much with, you know, being very goal oriented. He wants to explore and enjoy himself and have a good time and do things he hasn't done before. And paired with the Ace of Wands, it's wonderful, powerful, exciting energy. But my cautionary advice is, you know, again, because balance is supposed to be the key kind of energy and advice for the month. So Pisces, be a bit tempered within this energy at the end of the month. It kind of feels like, you know, you're just throwing caution to the wind and kind of running off. You don't really care too much about working towards a specific goal. You just, or maybe you have one, you don't know if it's going to work out or not. I kind of get this cautionary feeling at the end of the month. Make sure there's water in the pool before you jump, because the Fool and the Ace of Wands energy, the challenge may be in, you know, creating and maintaining balance in that. So just be careful towards the end of the month. particularly in doing anything risky or doing something you haven't done before. Nothing wrong with that, but just make sure it's calculated and you have some planning going with it, because the Two of Wands, remember, is about long-term planning, and the Fool is right next to that. So you may not be feeling particularly plugged in or responsible this month. Just be careful to kind of balance that out a bit. So Pisces, that pretty much wraps up your July 2018 general reading. Thank you for watching it. I hope that you found it helpful. Again, if any of you are interested in a more personal one-on-one reading with me, you can get that information by clicking on the little About button on my YouTube channel's homepage, or clicking on the description bar of the videos I post. Please feel free to email me directly at maggie1mcguire@gmail.com. I would be most happy to work with you and set up a reading with you as quickly as possible. You can also find me on the smartphone app Instantgo under Irish Gypsy. For quick answers to those fast answers, quick answers to those quick questions, the quick easy questions. It's a great way to access my advice and my psychic abilities easily, for quick questions if you don't want the more traditional in-depth readings. So Pisces, I will see you all again in a couple of weeks for the July 2018 mid-month readings. And until then, as always, I wish you joy, peace, blessings, and a happy life. Take care, and I hope to see you back here again soon. Bye-bye.